Real training for real people. That's Alvin Community College. Hands-on programs preparing you for high-value careers so you can unlock opportunities and write your own story. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Just the skills you require for the job that requires you. Start your journey at alvincollege.edu and step into your future today with ACC.
And walk taken by Hernandez. And for the defensive lineup for South Suburban, first base, we have Martinez. Second base, we have Fitzpatrick. Third base, we have St. Peel. And shortstop, we have Ray Heidi. And catching is Santana. The set. Hernandez will lead the pitch, and low in the dirt, ball one. And in the outfield, left we have Holmes, center we have Ragdale, and right, Sisto. And foul to the right side. 1-1 in the count. Still 0-0 ball game. No down. Naaman on first. Looking like a tiny titan out there, I might say. Merritt coming off a hot game with 2 home runs yesterday against San Jac, where the Alvin Dolphins did run rule them 11-2 in 8. The kick. Hernandez taking off. And he is safe. Second base, head first slide. One and two the count. Merrick has been hot lately. He started in the bottom third of the lineup and moved his way to the top 3. And off the dome, 220 in Fortnite. Merrick takes first. Runners at first and second for the Bulldogs. And the coach is coming out to go talk to his pitcher in the start of this game. Already getting shaky out there. Coming up to bat, Cade Baker, sophomore. Playing third base today, usually in center field, but with an injury to both Joe Mancias and a horrific injury by Grant Davis, who we're all sending prayers to. We have Tanner Merrick, who plays third, is at short today, and Baker taking over third base. There's some confusion at first base, checking in on Merrick after getting hit in the head, which nobody in sports takes lightly, making sure everything's okay. Umpire goes over, the trainer walks off. Looks like Merrick is staying in this game. Alex Guajardo, number 12, gives the ball to the umpire as he was asking for more. The pitch, strike 1. Still 0-0 game, no outs. Hernandez being frisky out there at second base. The pitch fouled off to the right side. 1-1 the count, no outs still. Eric takes a big look in for the pitch and hit right up the middle. Hernandez rounding second, rounding third. He's coming home. Merrick round second, goes to third. High throw, Merrick. And it's in the dugout. Merrick's going to score. Hernandez is going to score. It looks like it's going to be a single fielder choice, and Baker gets to third. 2 RBI single for Baker. Something to start the game off really hot for the Dolphins, coming off yesterday, and keeps the momentum going. Now coming up, Keaton Hawk, number 19. Right fielder today. Big lefty bat. Doesn't start every day, but comes in big situations. As I remember, Angelina came up, first pitch, gone over the right field fence in Angelina to take the lead for the Dolphins. And the pitch, high, 1-1 the count. Runner at third, no outs still. 2-0 the game. On deck glooming is Hayden Carpenter, coming off a home run yesterday. These next 2 at-bats for the Bulldogs is going to be really tough on them. Keaton digs in. Eric looks for the sign, comes up set. And Keaton fouls it off, hits the catcher. 2-2 the count, no outs. And 2-0 the score. The umpire gives the ball to the pitcher, giving the catcher time to cool off after the foul ball. As any catcher would know, is a really uncomfortable situation, to say the least, getting hit by a foul ball. Decent crowd today for this home game for the Dolphins. The pitch, and another foul ball. Here's the kick. Inside, taken for a ball. 3-2 count. Already great at bat for Keaton Hawk. Working this pitcher to get to the count he wants. and skied out to left. Secured catch. Baker takes off home. The throw not in time, cut off by the shortstop, and a productive at bat and productive hit or productive out by Keaton Hawk. One RBI sac fly takes the lead to 3-0 for the Dolphins early in this ballgame. Only one out. Now to bat, Hayden Carpenter, number 27. Playing center field, usually playing left. But today, Schreiber gave him a shot to center. The pitch. And swing and a miss. 0-1 the count. That pitch came in at 90 miles an hour from the redhead on the mound. And another 90 just didn't catch the zone. 1-1 the count. Now for some of the hometown fans for Alvin, South Suburban is in Chicago. They come down here and play all the JUCOs in our conference once a year. Doesn't count as a conference record for both teams. 2-1 the count, 1 out. The pitch. And foul to the right side. Carpenter gave a face expression thinking that was the mistake, and he just missed it. Now 2-2 count. The kick and foul ball. Staying alive. Looked like the catcher might have caught that from this angle, but I saw the dirt come up, and he did not. So Carpenter gets another chance with a 2-2 count. Chris Chavez on deck. Ball taken outside. Another 3-2 count. 3-2-1. And in the dugout, the players have a 3-2-1 tradition where they call it their favorite item, whatever it is. I do not know what it is right now. And inside, taken for ball 4. Whatever the subject was, it works, and I think they're going to keep that on. Now coming to bat, number 2, Chris Chavez. Playing left today. Usually in the lineup, he does play left. Lefty bat, sophomore, played last year. Runner at first, 1 out. 3-0 ball game. Chavez takes the strike for a 0-1 count. Just on the outside corner catching. And lined right over the third baseman for a single. Chris Chavez moves the runner, Hayden Carpenter, to second base. 1 out single. Now coming up, Lane Escamilla, number 47, DHing today. Came in as a first baseman, putting him at DH today. The set, the kick, inside taken for a strike, 0-1 count. And Eric looking like he's finding the zone, but just giving up a lot of balls to get hit. And another strike, 0-2 count. Looks like this at bat, he really wants this out. And to stop whatever momentum the Dolphins have with Piercy on deck for the Dolphins, number 15. The pitch, swing and foul to the right side. Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive. Lane Escamilla. The look in, if you put his arms out, he kind of looks like Craig Kimbrell there. The pitch, and lined over the shortstop. Carpenter slow to take off there and will move the runners 1 base at a time. Escamilla with a 1 out single, going 0-2 in the count, but finds a way to get on. Bases loaded, 1 out. Dolphins up 3-0 with 3 hits, and Piercy looking to add another hit to that column and a lot more runs in the run column. The catcher up to bat. The pitch. And line to right. And it is over the head of the right fielder. Carpenter's scoring easy. Chavez hustling around third. Escamilla stays at third. Piercy with a 1-out, 2 RBI double. It is 5-0 early for the Dolphins. Now coming up, Bryce Smith, the first baseman, hasn't got a lot of playing time this year, but yesterday came in for the injured technical difficulties there. He came in for Grant Davis, played first, and they moved Caden Miller to third base. And the pitch on the inside. Sorry, another technical difficulty. I'm sorry. Tanner Merrick went to short. Bryce Smith's taking 1-0 is the count. 1 out, 5-0 ball game. And a strike taken on the outside. 1-1 the count. Bryce Smith, lefty out of Santa Fe High School. Just down the road from Alvin. Swing and chopper, just foul. Would have scored a run. Escamilla puts the bat on the plate to help out Bryce. Runners go back to their positions. 1-2 the count with 1 out. And on deck is Damon Hernandez, who led off the game in the first inning. The Dolphins are going to bat around this inning. The pitch on the outside corner. 2-2 the count with 1 out. 5-0 score with 4 hits from the Dolphins. The kick and flares it out to left field. Does it look like it's going to get fair? And it does not. It gets foul. Staying alive, another one. Bryce Smith. 2-2 count still with 1 out. No really defensive errors. Maybe by the right fielder. Sisto was not reading that ball, letting 2 runners score off of Aiden Piercy's double. The pitch. And taking strike 3. 86 changeup got him frozen. Now coming up, Damon Hernandez. Really what the Dolphins have been doing, they've just been hitting every spot that is not covered by a fielder. And when they do, it is productive. 2 down, 5-0 ball game. Damon Hernandez up to bat. Prospect out of Corpus Christi, Texas. Taking ball high. Was at A&M CC in the fall, transferred over to Alvin, and has given Schreiber a really nice 1-2 combo at second base. Swinging strike with Damon Hernandez and Marco Villanueva going back and forth on days. The pitch and flare to right. Does it look like it's going to drop? It is not going to for the 3rd out in the inning. The Dolphins came out with a 1-2 combo, scoring 5 in the inning with 4 hits. And we'll be back right after this.
Thinking about college? Discover a world of opportunities with high-demand programs, expert faculty, and a diverse campus community. Whether you're just getting started or continuing your educational journey, ACC has the support and resources that you need to go from classroom to career. So, ready to shape your future? Achieve your ambitions with Alvin Community College. Your college experience awaits.
Welcome in to Phillips Field. All right, everybody, welcome in to Phillips Field, trying to get some of these technical difficulties worked out. And this is a fly ball into right field.
Keaton goes over the foul line and gets the foul out for out number 1 in the inning. I'm Phil Rivera. I am with Evan Geiger.
Yeah, thank y'all so much for tuning in and bearing with us during these technical difficulties. Batting now is David Holmes. So we just saw Sink Peel. This is Holmes, and then Santana will bat next. It's the middle third of the order here in the top of the second.
Pitch taken for a ball.
Rodriguez making his first start as a Dolphin pitching. Was a catcher for a while, and it's a 1-1 count after that strike to Holmes. David Holmes is a sophomore first baseman from Thornton Fractional North High School in Calumet City, Illinois.
That's a name.
It's long. Foul ball back to the screen. The count's 1-2. Nobody on and one out here in the top of the second. Dolphins lead 5-0. Is that right, Phil?
Yep, and the first inning, just the Dolphins came out like Mike Tyson going 1-2, just hitting them in the mouth and just scoring a lot of runs there.
Holmes is 3 for 8 with a 375 average, 538 on base. This one bounces. And an 875 slugging. Really good numbers for Holmes. He has 1 home run and 7 RBIs in three hits with 8 at-bats. That's really good numbers for Holmes.
That's somebody you need in the lineup every day.
2-2. And foul ball again. Defensive line, we'll go over one more time. Pitching is Gabriel Rodriguez. Catcher is Aiden Piercy. This is in the dirt. It's a full count. Over at first base is Bryce Smith. Playing second base, Damon Hernandez. Over at third is Cade Baker. The shortstop is Tanner Merrick. The outfield for the Dolphins, Chris Chavez is in left. Hayden Carpenter is in center. And Keaton Hawk is in right.
The pitch, outside taken for a walk. Getting the first 4 outs consistently, getting up a walk here.
So this will be Matthew Santana. Santana catching for South Suburban. He's from Lake Central High School in St. John, Indiana. And Santana is hitting .233 this year. He does have a .425 on base, though. It's fouled back.
Guessing you're taking a lot of walks, Evan.
Yeah, he's Santana has walked 3 times. He's probably been hit by a pitcher, something of that nature, a couple times. The 0-1, and a good pitch there. Looked like a breaking ball, 74 miles an hour.
Now, as a hitter, going 0-2 is a very uncomfortable situation. But for Rodriguez, or Gabby, sorry, on the mound, is where he really wants to be.
The 0-2 misses down and away. Holmes at first and 1 out here in the top of the second. Dolphins leading 5-0. Throw back to first, not in time.
Making sure he doesn't go a little further there because he knows he's going to get that out. Sorry, their brain fart there. I couldn't finish my sentence.
1-2 and flied out of play. Rodriguez in his 3rd year here at Alvin, as we mentioned, was a catcher, now pitching. Very interesting to see as this is a ground ball past the third baseman, Baker. Holmes will head to third, and Santana will stop at second. So a double has the Bulldogs in business here.
Man, just placed that right on the line. Couldn't hit it any better to get past Baker there, even outstretched.
That'll bring us to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick, as Some good numbers, and he's got a good situation here with 2 runners in scoring position and 1 out. Ozzie Fitzpatrick hitting .368 this year. He does have a .429 on base. All 7 of his hits have been singles.
Doesn't have to do much here. All he needs to do is just really get in the outfield for the Bulldogs to score their first run of the game.
There's a strike. Piercy caught yesterday in the game against San Jack, in which ACC won 11-2, 4 home runs. And catching again. Here's a chopper to Rodriguez. Rodriguez will look the runner back to third, go to first. It throws high. Smith will come down and land on the bag for the out. So not a productive out for Fitzpatrick. And here's Louis Sisto.
Good choice there by Gabby, making sure the runner doesn't go. Maybe a little bit of that catcher instinct came in there and made sure to get the out. Now 2 outs and just needs to get 1 more out to get out of this inning unscathed.
Louis Sisto, 5 hits and 18 at-bats. He's got a .278 average. And a ground ball to Bryce Smith. Oh, it takes a hop into the outfield. A run will score. Looks like 2 will score. Both Santana and Holmes cross the plate, and it's 5-2. Dolphins still in the lead, but a 2-run endeavor there for Sisto. Likely be called an error on Bryce Smith.
And that's got to sting there. One of Smith's first starts of the game and has an error. The first ground ball he gets allows 2 runners to score. For the Bulldogs, that is great luck for them to get on the board. Now cut the lead to 3.
There's Frederick Ragsdale. He drops down a bunt. Rodriguez will pick it up and go to first, and that is out number 3. So a 2-out bunt. Interesting. But they get 2 runs on the board with the error from Bryce Smith, allowing Holmes and Santana to score. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Dolphins leading 5-2. Welcome back in. Bottom of the second inning. Here is Tanner Merrick. Merrick had a really fantastic day yesterday. He had 3 hits, 2 homers, and 5 RBIs.
Isn't that a stat line?
It really is. And there is a ball low.
Now, fun fact, yesterday, Merrick's brother was on the mound, and the last out his brother got, Merrick was in the hole.
Here's a dribbler back to the pitcher, and he'll try to tag Merrick, and he does. So the play was made there by Santa Guida. No, I was told they were brothers, and then I asked Merrick, and he told me they were cousins.
Oh, there it is.
But they look identical.
Almost the same.
I thought they were twins for sure. They're both like in the same grade or very within a year at least.
Well, when he got the last out, he told everyone they better not take him out. And what did they do? Take him out the next inning.
He had got a clean inning, didn't allow a run, and then thought for sure they would face off. Didn't get to see it. Here's Baker with a 1-0 count against Santa Guida.
Now, for a former player like myself, only playing up to high school, I had a lot of gloves, but I might say Cade Baker has a lot of batting gloves in his locker. I think he has at least 6 pairs from 3 different brands.
Why do you think he has so many?
I don't know. I mean, they say good hitters go through batting gloves like nothing, so that doesn't say anything about him. I don't know what does.
Here's the 2-1 to Baker and foul back. Now, Eric Guida, 13 innings pitched, 15 hits, 6 runs, just 5 earned runs, a walk, and 8 strikeouts entering play. He has a 3.46 ERA. This is his 3rd start, his 4th appearance, and he does have a 2-0 record. But a rough first inning. So a 2-run single from Cade Baker, a Keaton Hawk sacrifice fly, and an RBI double from Aiden Piercy. And this is hit in the air to center field. Catch made by the center fielder Ragsdale. And there's nobody on and 2 out here in the bottom of the second with the Dolphins leading 5-2.
Good barrel by Baker, just right to the center fielder. Couldn't really do anything about that.
It's a very windy day, and it looked like the wind kind of pushed that ball in the direction it wanted it to go.
Now, that could be a plus or a minus for these hitters.
Yeah, definitely depending on which way the wind is blowing. If the wind's blowing out to left and you hit a decent ball out to left, it could leave the yard, or if you hit it to right, it could knock it down.
Now, with a great pull hitter like Keaton Hawk here, he's going to have to hit that on the line, not try to get anything in the air to stay up for an out and wants to get a good solid base hit or even a home run.
Foul ball there. Wind currently at 15 miles an hour with the gusts at 28. 77 degrees. It's a little cooler than it was yesterday. It was up to 85. It felt like 88. The 0-2, and Hawk will strike out looking on a 90-mile-an-hour pitch from Guida, and that's going to do it for the second inning. No runs in the bottom of the second for the Dolphins. We'll go to the top of the third with ACC leading 5-2.
Real training for real people. That's Alvin Community College. Hands-on programs preparing you for high-value careers so you can unlock opportunities and write your own story. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Just the skills you require for the job that requires you. Start your journey at alvincollege.edu and step into your future today with ACC.
Top of the third inning here.
The kick, taking for a strike outside. And, Evan, I noticed Gabby's taking a form of a really great MLB player, 2-time MVP, Shohei Ohtani's pitching style. How do you feel about that?
I don't know, man. We'll see if he lives up to it. This is his first start.
You know, coming 2 innings, only letting up 2 runs off an error. You know, I think for him it's working, and I think he's gonna try to stick with that. And there's our stadium audio. Another technical difficulties. Today has just been hectic on our side, but we are glad to bring the game to y'all, everyone watching.
That one misses high. 0-2 the count to Rize.
5-2 the score. Now, the Dolphins have 4 hits, and South Suburban has 1.
Rize is 0 for 1. He hits one high in the air, and it is going to go way foul.
Look like Tiger Woods there golfing that thing foul. Trying to really get that inside low pitch for a base hit.
It's going to be tough for some of these fielders if a ball gets popped up really high. I think the wind is going to have a big impact on it.
Oh, yeah, they're going to be doing circles out there.
And this is right up the middle. Rize with his first knock as he hits it right to the center fielder, Carpenter. So a leadoff single for the Bulldogs, and that'll bring us to Martinez. Anthony Martinez is 0 for 1. He lined out to center field in the top of the first.
Rodriguez looking for the same results here, or even better, a grounder to get a first 1-2 quick outs.
Ball away.
Oh, Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Martinez is second on the team in at-bats. He does have a .386 average. A lot of wind. You can hear it in the crowd. Mike, apologize for that. 1-0 count to Martinez. Piercy tries to back pick, and close, but safe.
Try to do the old Yadier Molina. For our younger fans out there, look him up on YouTube.
Strike there to Martinez. Throw back to first. Smith unable to get him.
You can hear in the crowd, some of these people do not like the picks here, especially the away team.
You've been formerly Minute Maid, now Dyken Park. Anytime the opposing team picks off, they get booed. But nobody boos whenever Framber Valdez does it.
Well, hear me out. If he gets outs, no one cares. How many times you do it.
Throw over again. Another good move from Rodriguez. A pretty good move for a righty.
No stolen bases on the season for Rizai. Rizai?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Well, there you go. But getting a decent to jumpy lead out there. I think that's why Rodriguez is always checking on him to make sure that there's another one. Call him DJ Khaled. Just keeps going on and on.
Quickly got back to that lead. Now Rodriguez misses low. Count is full here. Rodriguez, long hold, now to the plate. Runner goes, and it's a walk. So the Bulldogs will have 2 on and nobody out here in the top of the third.
He was about to shoot that thing over there if it was called a strike. Could have been a bang-bang double play.
Yep. Strike him out, throw him out if that pitch was in the zone. Nathan McNamara is up now. McNamara, 4th on the team in at-bats. He does have a .308 average and a .481 on base with a team-leading 10 walks.
Now, I'm going to put some respect on McNamara. He has no batting gloves, ladies and gentlemen.
He's like a Will Myers out there. McNamara grounded out to first in the first inning to end the first inning. The 0-1. And high in the air to left. The left fielder is under it and makes a catch for out number 1. That's Chavez out there.
Now, with all this construction going on with the field of late, a lot of fly balls are going out over here at this ballpark. A lot of teams would love to play here, but they forget that Alvin has a lot of wind, so that makes up for our short fence here.
It's about 10 to 15 feet, perhaps, closer to the plate than it was before with this temporary fence. Still waiting on the permanent fence. And that is a strike. Looked like perhaps a slider there. Backed up to the inside corner. So 2 on and 1 out, an 0-1 count here to Sink Peel. And Sink Peel has some crazy numbers.
How crazy?
He's got a .523 batting average. Here's a chopper and picked up by Baker. They go to Smith at first. They get 1 out there.
Clean play by Baker, I might say.
I was a little nervous on the pick, but he was able to dig it up cleanly. So 2 runners in scoring position and 2 outs. Sink Peel was retired, but listen to these numbers. Team leader in hits, even though he's 3rd in at-bats.
Boom.
.523 average, .611 on base, .773 slugging, an OPS of about 1,400. And he's got 14 RBIs and 2 homers. This is Holmes.
Now, that deserves 5 big booms, I might say.
1 count here to Holmes. And a foul ball back to the screen.
And off in the corner, I would like to say that the Alvin Dolphins chemistry is really funny. We just had one of our tallest players, Adam Wade, 6'7", fighting for the foul ball by Alex Guajardo, is under 6 foot. That's just good old fun baseball there.
0-2 count to Holmes. And he watches one up and away. Holmes walked in the 2nd inning. So he's yet to have an official at-bat.
Looking to do damage here. 2 runners on with 2 outs. Really looking just for a base hit to score these 2 runners.
Pitch misses away. Looks like the wind is blowing in from left field. We've had a lot of home runs go out to left field in the last couple of weeks, but today you're going to have to hit a low line drive, probably out to right, to really get it out of here. 2-2, and that misses.
Could have caught the corner there, but Rodriguez needs to find a strike here and not load the bases.
Count is full. Rodriguez has thrown 46 pitches, 30 for strikes, 2 hits, 2 unearned runs, has walked 2, and is still looking for his first strikeout. And a walk, his 3rd walk issued. Holmes has walked for a 2nd time. That'll bring us to Santana with the bases loaded and 2 out.
Now, Evan, I know Santana's up by the bright highlighter pink gloves coming up. Got a double his last time up.
He did.
Am I right?
He did. Coach Shriver's going to go out and talk to Rodriguez. Rodriguez has been pretty good at throwing strikes. He was just a second ago 30 for 44, a pretty good percentage. Looks like there is a righty getting loose in the pen, probably facing South Suburban. You're not going to let a guy go, 8, 9 innings, especially if they have a high pitch count. Probably going to get a lot of guys in. I would assume the Dolphins will use roughly 4 pitchers or so in this ball game, regardless of how the outcome is.
And that's not saying anything about South Suburban. Dolphins are just looking to try to get some arms loose and see what they can use in conference.
Exactly. Don't want to, you got a doubleheader against St. Jack tomorrow at their place. Don't want to burn through too many options or have anybody,
Your everyday starters.
Yeah. You don't want to have anybody burnt. 1-0 or 0-1 count here to Santana.
Good start here for Gabby, trying to really command this zone.
Another strike. 88 on that one.
Needs to get this out. But double his last time up. South Suburban really wants to capitalize with this bases loaded opportunity, and Alvin's trying to cut this down like the tall trees that used to be in the outfield.
They used to be. The 0-2 and popped up. Looks like the play will be for the second baseman, Hernandez, and he makes a catch just before he enters foul territory. So the Bulldogs threaten, have the bases loaded, but do not score here in the top of the third. We'll go to the bottom of the third, 5-2 Dolphins.
Thinking about college? Discover a world of opportunities with high-demand programs, expert faculty, and a diverse campus community. Whether you're just getting started or continuing your educational journey, ACC has the support and resources that you need to go from classroom to career. So, ready to shape your future? Achieve your ambitions with Alvin Community College. Your college experience awaits.
Real training for real people. That's Alvin Community College. Hands-on programs preparing you for high-value careers so you can unlock opportunities and write your own story. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Just the skills you require for the job that requires you. Start your journey at alvincollege.edu and step into your future today with ACC.
Bottom of the third inning here at Phillips Field. Dolphins will send Hayden Carpenter to the plate. It'll be Hayden Carpenter, Chris Chavez, and Lane Escamilla, 5, 6, and 7.
Big Country is what they call him.
He's Big Country?
That's what they say.
I thought Escamilla would be Big Country.
No, Escamilla is Nacho Libre.
Okay, all right. I hope you'll keep the nicknames PG. There's a strike.
Hey, I got it, all right? I got it.
I know how baseball nicknames are, and they're usually not fit for television.
Oh, yeah, I don't even want to go over my high school ones.
Carpenter pops it up. First baseman will give it a look. I think it's going to get out of play, and it does. So Carpenter in an 0-2 hole. Carpenter hit a home run yesterday, his third home run. I think they've all been here.
I believe so, yes, sir.
He had a 421-foot home run, a 402, and then like a 390 or something. So I think it was 396. And I had to correct that because yesterday I misspoke when I stated the distance of his home runs, and he was very upset about me not giving him enough credit. He wanted his extra, 40 feet on his home runs.
I mean, 40 feet is a lot.
I would agree. 1-2 to Carpenter. Breaking ball misses up and in, and it's a 2-2 count with nobody on and nobody out for the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the third.
I mean, big power from Carpenter, really. Everything hit is really hard for him. Just when he gets it right, he gets it right.
And he fouls one back. Count will stay at 2-2.
On deck is Chris Chavez, the left fielder today. Started last year. Really good overall hitter.
Carpenter walked and scored a run. That misses outside. He was down 0-2. Now it is full. And I hope he's not thinking this, but every time he comes up to bat, I'm thinking home run. It's hard not to.
I mean, hear me out. That's a cutthroat mentality right there.
3-2. And a swing and a miss. Chases 89 miles an hour at the eyes. And a strikeout to begin the bottom of the third. And here's Chris Chavez.
Santagoro really knew what he was doing there. Climbing the ladder, knowing that he was going to chase to try to get something out of here. Really good on his part for the strikeout for out number one.
Chavez has appeared in 13 games. He's got 7 hits and 29 at-bats. Breaking ball just misses outside. A 241 average for Chavez. He's got a 333 on base. He's walked 4 times and struck out 8. The 1-0. bounces.
Now, every time, no matter where we're at, I say we, the Dolphins, wherever they go, Travis comes up, they always sing his walk-up song, every player in the dugout, if it's not playing.
Is it the Suavemente?
I could reenact it, but I don't think the listeners are ready for my beautiful voice.
I would agree. I also think they're not ready for it.
I'm also getting from our producer, please don't. So
Executive producer.
I guess so.
Chavez with the 2-0 count and 1 out here. Santa Guida.
He's getting some throws in. Looks like he might have tweaked something. He's got to make sure he's still good. Looks like maybe the pitching coach is coming out.
I think it's his left leg.
Did he do the stanky leg too hard, or?
I would assume it has something to do with his delivery on the last pitch of play.
Oh, okay.
But that's just me guessing. He's pointing at his ankle, so hopefully he's all right.
Did Kyrie Irving cross him up or something?
Wrong sport, Phil.
Oh, wow. Nothing wrong with that.
Checking him out.
My executive producer said I'm gonna get booted like in Fortnite. How do you feel about that, Evan?
Let's see what Santa Guida can do here. That was a perfect pitch. So
Coming in at 80, I think just sandbagging in here to make sure that his mechanics are good and then he can throw the ball well.
yeah, the first test pitch did not go well, but those were a lot better. So we'll see if they want to leave him in or opt for someone else to come in here. And it looks like he's going to remain in the ball game.
In the mind of a manager, I would think that they're going to have someone thrown in the pen to make sure that if something does end up hurting him in a severe way, they can have someone come up right after.
We will certainly see how things unfold. A 2-0 count to Chavez with 1 out. And Chavez swings at the first pitch and fouls it off the netting.
Well, that looks nice for him, coming out with a strike.
Santa Guida has thrown 90. Has he gone over 90?
I think he's touched it many times. I don't believe.
Right up the middle.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke. Really hard hit by Chavez.
Well struck ball.
Coming in at 87 from Santa Guida and coming off the bat 92. Yeah, that would have made me drop to the floor.
Definitely a scary comebacker there. So Chavez at first with a 1-out single. Here is Lane Escamilla. And a ball. Definitely tons of wind out there. I bet it feels good out there. It's hot up here in this press box.
I wish I was down there.
1-0 count to Escamilla, and that's high. Escamilla has pretty good numbers, a 368 average. He does have a 520 on base. He has walked 5 times and got a base hit 7 times in 19 at-bats.
You know Lane's mom and my mom know each other?
I did not know that. Now I do.
They both worked in Pearland ISD.
That's pretty cool.
My mom said after one game, she said that his mom was yelling, Phil, Phil. And I don't know who it was, so now I know. So shout out Ms. Escamilla.
That misses inside, and the guy with a really high on base gets a 4-pitch walk, didn't have to take the bat off his shoulder, and that'll bring us to Aiden Piercy.
Now, that's always good to find in a player that can always just get on base no matter what situation you're in.
He has done a good job of that.
Either by hits or hit by pitches or walks in general.
Piercy has a 2-run double already in this game. Bottom of the third, 2 on and 1 out. Dolphins lead 5-2, and Piercy getting a lot more action in the starting lineup the last couple of days.
Now, I know we're only in JUCO, but I think Aiden Piercy has D1 hair.
He's got the flow.
Really great hair.
Got the flow.
I would say. Probably conditions it every day.
And a ball outside. 2-0 the count to Piercy with Chavez at second and Escamilla at first.
with Bryce in the on-deck circle.
Piercy's hit 237. He does have a 311 on base. Pretty good 8 RBIs for just 9 hits. And foul back. Two balls and a strike to Piercy. Two one, and right up the middle, already has driven in 2 runs. Looks like he's going to have at least another RBI. The throw comes in, and it's going to get past the catcher. Santaguida will field it off the backstop. Piercy's at second with an RBI single. Escamilla is at third, and they move up on the error.
Well, look who's hot right now.
Piercy's having a good ball game. 3 RBIs and 3 total bases already. And here's Bryce Smith. Smith came in yesterday when Grant Davis was injured. Davis was playing short. Smith went to first, and they moved things around from there. But Smith in the lineup once again. Smith still looking for his first hit of the season. He does have a couple of walks, 3 to be exact.
Now, I don't want to shine over it, but Chris Chavez have a majestic slide to home plate. It looked really nice. With the pop-up, too.
Like the Trey Turner slide?
Man, that thing was beautiful.
The 1-0 to Smith, and in the air, look at the spin on that ball. And it's going to be caught by the center fielder. The throw goes to third, and out at third, but the run scores at home. No run. Is he saying no run? No run. Wow.
No run. Looks like he didn't get home plate in time.
If Piercy would have stayed at second, the Dolphins would have had another run.
But really great throw.
Ragsdale.
I mean, with the slip and still fires a C to third base for the out. Great defensive play out there. Way to have your pitchers back.
Exactly. Ragsdale with a bullet to third, and that'll do it for the third inning. Dolphins score a run. It's 6-2. We'll go to the top of the fourth. We'll be right back.
Thinking about college? Discover a world of opportunities with high-demand programs, expert faculty, and a diverse campus community. Whether you're just getting started or continuing your educational journey, ACC has the support and resources that you need to go from classroom to career. So, ready to shape your future? Achieve your ambitions with Alvin Community College. Your college experience awaits.
Top of the fourth, new pitcher for the Dolphins after 3 innings of 2-run ball. They were unearned from Gabriel Rodriguez. The new pitcher is Constantinos Demetrio.
Dino for short.
From Deer Park, Texas. 6'1", 185-pound, right-handed pitching sophomore.
Now, might I say the turtleneck is pretty drip.
So Constantinos Demetriou does not look like he has pitched this season. This will be his first appearance as well. Same thing for Gabriel Rodriguez. Batting now is Fitzpatrick, Austin Fitzpatrick. Left-handed hitting second baseman. Watches a strike at 91 from Constantinos.
Now is he related to Ryan?
Ryan Fitzpatrick? It's spelled differently.
Ah, man.
There's no K on the end. Well, on the lineup card, at the bottom where it shows all their names and numbers, there's no K. But on the actual spot where you write it in, it does have a K, and there's a strike again. 89 that time. Let's check the roster and see. There is a K on the website. And there is a K. So let's just say there is a K. So maybe they could be related, but I would just probably say probably not. There's a lot of Fitzpatricks out there.
Nothing wrong being Delulu out there. Nothing wrong with it.
Foul ball from Fitzpatrick. Nobody on and nobody out here for the leadoff hitter in the top of the fourth.
Dino, a really good glue guy for you people out there. Really a great clubhouse presence.
Breaking ball misses. Assuming he played at Deer Park High School.
I believe so, too.
Says Deer Park as his city, his hometown. Doesn't say the high school. The 1-2. Another breaking ball misses outside. About 90 on the fastball, 80 on the breaking ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Fitzpatrick, the 7th hitter.
Fitzpatrick really glad to get the 2-2 count now. Really comfortable count instead of 0-2.
Here is the 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Constantinos Demetrio strikes out the first batter he sees as a Dolphin this season. And that'll bring us to Sisto. Louis Sisto. 0 for 1. Another left-handed hitter, 8th hitter and right fielder for the Bulldogs. And a foul ball out of play.
Now, I might say the wind is really, really moving now. As I see the netting just getting pushed back. Never seen the netting get pushed back that hard.
The 0-1. And it bounces its way up there, yeah. A lot of wind we saw on the play from Ragsdale. The ball started right of second base when it was hit, and then the wind pushed it all the way left of second base quite a bit, and you saw Ragsdale kind of slip before he made that throw, but I think he just might have went one direction and then had to let the last second kind of change his momentum to try to catch that ball, and he did make the catch and the throw, so he did a good job of it.
A seed on my ass.
I would not enjoy trying to catch a 150-foot in the air pop-up today.
I might.
2-1 to Sisto, and another ball. This one low, and it's 3-1. We'll see Ragsdale, who we were just talking about, up next. He did bunt with 2 outs earlier.
Questionable call there, but they might know more about their players than we do.
I would venture to say they do know more about their players than we do.
Wait, is that not what I said? Oh, God.
You are. 3-1.
Oh, God.
A walk here. Here's Ragsdale.
Well, good start for the Dogs here. Getting a run around first with less than 2. Can really do something here.
Ragsdale 0 for 1 after he bunted into an out. Frederick Ragsdale from Lyons Township High School in LaGrange, Illinois. LaGrange?
I believe so. That's how you say it.
Ground ball here to Baker. Baker will go to second, and the throw is high. It goes into right field. The runner from first will head to third. The throw in is going to go to Baker, right at him, but late. So runners on the corners with 1 out after a high throw from Baker gives him an error. Baker has played a lot of center field, and I believe even some left field, but has not played a ton of third, maybe just 1 or 2 games this year at that third base position.
Now, last year he played a lot of infield.
Okay.
So that's why they put him at third today. But for a short king like Damon Hernandez, that throw is really hard to get up to. Really need a perfect throw to turn that double play.
Here is Rizé, 1 for 2 with a single. Runners on the corners, 1 out here in the top of the fourth. Dolphins leading 6-2. Breaking ball stays high. A little bit of a jam here for Constantinos Demetrio.
You just love saying that name, don't you?
I'm trying to figure out how to say it correctly.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
thinking reps. The more I say it, the easier it'll come.
I mean, that is the way.
1-0 count to Rizé. Runner goes right up the middle, right at Hernandez on the bag, and a double play. The runner, Ragsdale, going from first, moved Hernandez right to the bag. The ball went right to the bag, was sure to go through the infield without Hernandez there, and he's able to enact a twin killing on the Bulldogs.
Well, isn't that just a flower from the baseball gods right there? Just right place, right time to turn the double play.
Worked out well for the Dolphins. It's 6-2, headed to the bottom of the fourth. Bottom of the fourth inning. Damon Hernandez, the leadoff hitter, is up to bat. It'll be Hernandez, Merrick, and Baker. 1, 2, and 3 for the Dolphins. Fourth inning of work for Santa Guida, and Hernandez drops down a bunt, but it goes foul. So far through 3 innings, Santa Guida, 3 innings, 6 hits, 6 runs, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts.
Okay, I'm back.
He also hit a batter, 74 pitches so far, 42 strikes.
Now, look, they didn't have any Cokes. I went down to the concession stands, folks, and they didn't have any Cokes, and my partner here wanted a Coke, but I gave him something better, a real Texas-made goat Dr. Pepper. Now he's giving it back to me.
Take that away from me, sir.
Hey, for Lent, I gave up Cokes. I cannot drink this.
Well, give it to one of them.
Here you go.
I would never disgrace myself with a Dr. Pepper.
Okay, okay.
0-2 count here to Hernandez. And that one just high.
Could have been called.
Hernandez.
But great eye by Hernandez knowing not to swing at that.
Breaking ball. Got him looking. Clipped that inside edge.
Really froze him there.
4th strikeout for Santa Guida. And here is Merrick. Merrick 0 for 1 with a run. He was hit by a pitch. Mentioned he had 5 RBIs, 2 home runs yesterday. He was already the team leader in RBIs before he drove in 5 more runs. He has 22 RBIs now. And if you're not sure how to compare that to anyone else, second most on the team is Caden Miller with 15. Then Nathan Ramirez has 12 and Guajardo has 10. No one else is in double digits. And right up the middle, that's past Santa Guida and past the second baseman, Merrick, with a base knock.
Another hit by Merrick. Wow.
He was 3 for 5 yesterday. He was saying he wanted to be 4 for 5. He felt there was a questionable call on the scorekeeping.
He must be doing something, right?
He's doing well. Merrick, for pretty much the whole season, has had more RBIs than hits, and that's a testament to his clutch hitting. As of a couple of weeks ago, he only had, 5 or 6 hits, and he had like 10 RBIs. Merrick will take off the throw down, and Merrick is out. caught stealing is Tanner Merrick, and there's nobody on and 2 out here for Cade Baker.
Looks like he had to get humbled there.
Happens to the best of us. Baker in this ball game 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs and a run. And Baker fouls one away. Merrick started the scoring with a 2-run homer yesterday in the bottom of the first. He drove it out to right field, and then he came up with the score being 8-2. So the Dolphins were up by 6 in the bottom of the 8th. 2 on and nobody out as Baker hits this one to the shortstop, and the play is made. The out recorded there. Nice play by Rizé.
Bang, bang there.
It was indeed. Rizé got the out, and 3 up and 3 down despite Merrick getting a base knock. He was caught stealing and wiped away. At the end of 4, it's 6-2. Dolphins lead.
Real training for real people. That's Alvin Community College. Hands-on programs preparing you for high-value careers so you can unlock opportunities and write your own story. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Just the skills you require for the job that requires you. Start your journey at alvincollege.edu and step into your future today with ACC.
Top of the 5th inning. Dolphins lead 6-2. Constantinos Demetrio is out there for his 2nd inning of work. He's going to be greeted by Martinez.
So the umpire had to tell some of the South Suburban players to get in the dugout.
Seems to be a common thing every single game we have. They're telling both teams to get in the dugout consistently. First pitch to Martinez is a ball that bounces. Martinez 0 for 1 with a walk.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to let you know that our executive producer gave my partner a Coca-Cola. How are you feeling, partner?
1-0, another pitch bounced by Constantinos. We'll talk about it off air.
Oh, great. I'm in trouble.
We need to talk about most things off air.
What we need to talk about is how Dino needs to find a strike zone here to get back in this at-bat to keep the Dolphins up and not have any momentum swing South Suburban's way.
2-0 to Martinez. And that's a better pitch. A strike there at 88. The first 2 were spiked well short of the plate.
Oh, here we go again. Umpires telling them to stay in the dugout again.
Some umpires
And he's telling the coach to get in now.
Some umpires are very
Stingy. That's the word, I believe.
no. Some umpires are they just have their quirks and things that they are their priorities to them. Maybe other umpires have other priorities, things that they consistently are worried about. And there's a strike, 89 there from Constantinos. So way to battle back in the count after spiking 2 to start the at-bat. It's going to be Martinez, McNamara, and Sinkpeel, 2, 3, and 4 here for the Bulldogs in the top of the 5th inning. Dolphins leading 6-2. Here is the 2-2 and a chopper. This is a tough play. Dinos will have to fire across and gets the out. Good job by Constantinos Demetrio to get the out. That is a tough play, I'll tell you that.
Well, PFPs do come clutch in practice. Looked like he took those practice seriously.
Yeah, I can tell. That's a tough play. That's depending on who the runner is. That's a really hard play to get the out. Here is McNamara. Daniel McNamara watches the first pitch for a strike, 89 there. McNamara's 0 for 2.
Still amazed by the no batting gloves. His hands must be like sandpaper out there.
Swing and a tip into the mid, 90 that time.
0-2 the count for Dino, looking really, really settled in here after the first 2 spikes, and I think thrown strikes ever since, right?
It's been pretty good.
5 consecutive.
And
that is
got him. Strikeout looked like 3 straight fastballs to McNamara, and now Sinkpeel will come up. Colin Sinkpeel from Lincoln Way Central High School in New Lenox, Illinois. Sinkpeel mentioned he has incredible numbers, a 523 average, 611 on base, 773 slugging. Highest average and on base on the team. Surprisingly not the highest slugging, as this ball is spiked by Constantinos.
Well, there goes 7 in a row.
Don't they do the chant at, was it A&M, where they ball 10, ball 10. This is, that was strike 7, and then now we're back to ball 1, the 1-0, and that's spiked again. I think he's just snapping it out of his hand a little too soon. Another 2-0 count against a dangerous hitter in Sinkpeel.
He just found his release point. But Sinkpeel really looking, 0-2 count, really looking comfortable, looking to drive something. But to get a strike first and not to swing anything, that's not out the zone.
Took a hack there. 2-1 the count to Sinkpeel. Nobody on it, 2 out.
Now the batter going against a pitcher that spikes a lot of pitches or just throws a lot of balls in general is looking for that strike mistake pitch that he can drive.
And a ground ball here. Baker dives, gets a glove on it, fires to first, and gets the out. What a play from Cade Baker.
Man, that reminded me of Matt Chapman, didn't you?
It looked a lot like it. A really nice play from Baker and a 1-2-3 inning for Constantinos Demetrio. Now the South Suburban coach seems to be upset about something.
I think just going back to kicking the players in the dugout, really just saying that they messed up their flow. Looks like really giving it to them. I can hear it from here, can't you?
Yep. Not happy with the home plate umpire is the third base coach for South Suburban.
Still chirping him in the dugout. Now it looks like the umpires might be on Alvin's side.
Let's hope they call a fair and neutral game. Head to the bottom of the 5th and be right back in just a moment.
Thinking about college? Discover a world of opportunities with high-demand programs, expert faculty, and a diverse campus community. Whether you're just getting started or continuing your educational journey, ACC has the support and resources that you need to go from classroom to career. So, ready to shape your future? Achieve your ambitions with Alvin Community College. Your college experience awaits.
Bottom of the 5th inning. Still out there is Santa Guida. He's going to face off against Keaton Hawk. It'll be Keaton Hawk, Hayden Carpenter, and Chris Chavez, middle third of the order for the Dolphins. Keaton Hawk is 0 for 1 with an RBI. He had a sacrifice fly that misses outside. Keaton Hawk from Danbury, Texas, 6'2", 215. And another ball outside. Hawk is playing right field. That spot has been pretty well locked down by Alex Guajardo. But Guajardo getting the day off with 4 games in 3 days. 3 against San Jac and 1 against South Suburban here. Dolphins have been on a bit of a run. Dolphins had an 11-game winning streak earlier in the season. It was snapped in the first conference game.
12 game. No, we're ranked 12th
Yes.
in preseason. That's what it was.
Had an 11-game winning streak. Currently on a 4-game conference winning streak, 4-game streak in general, after taking the last 3 against the Pioneers and the first against San Jac. As this is a full count to Keaton Hawk. Hoping to make it a 5-game winning streak against South Suburban today. Payoff pitch here from Santa Guida to Keaton Hawk. And got him looking. Hawk tosses his bat as he strikes out. Santa Guida with another strikeout. That's his 5th. So far, Santa Guida, 89 pitches, 51 strikes, 4 1/3, 7 hits, 6 runs, 3 walks.
Sorry to
and
interrupt
5
you here, but
strikeouts.
it looks like the umpire is talking to Schreiber, saying that he did not like the little bat toss. You know, some of the players call Hawk crash out Keaton because he cares so much about the game and he just gives it his all. On a close pitch like that, I can understand why he's really upset about that call.
Here's Carpenter, and there's a strike.
Outside corner there.
Santa Guida at 90 pitches now, so might be his last inning of work here in the bottom of the 5th with the Dolphins leading 6-2.
Looks like they do have some action going in the pin. Single barrel, not the double.
Hoping we get to finish this game. Looks like some darker clouds blowing in here.
Nothing wrong with just that. I mean, hey, what's wrong with rain games? They're always fun.
They will likely not allow the game to continue if it is raining, especially not if there is any lightning.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Only if there's lightning. Rain games are fun. Just like snow games in football. You think they're going to stop it?
Well, football's a little different.
Well,
The 1-2. And right up the middle, right to the shortstop, Rosé fires to first. And on the bag is Martinez for out number 2.
routine play by the shortstop there. Really smooth with it.
Nobody on and 2 outs here for Chris Chavez. Trying to see if there's any precipitation in the
Oh, looks like we're
forecast.
getting a pitching change here. South Suburban's coach going up to the mound.
Could be a call to the bullpen or just a chat.
Nope, it
to
looks like a call to the bullpen. We have another righty coming in. We will get more information on him once he comes closer and we can see his number.
Yeah, Santa Guida.
4 2/3.
Yeah, 4
5 runs
2/3.
given up. 7 hits.
He got all 6 runs. Apparently, no unearned runs.
Wow.
So
Dolphins really gave it to him. Oh, and it looks like we might have maybe another pitching change. The umpire is questioning the glove of the new pitcher, saying that there might be some foreign substance that could help him out. And the umpires are converging and talking, and looks like they're just going to give it back.
interesting.
I thought it was going to be another Ronel Blanco situation there.
I wasn't sure why he took his glove and ran across the field to show it to the other umpire. And now the South Suburban head coach once again having a chat with the home plate umpire.
I think he's just really upset with some
Whoa.
of the. Well, one for the gun there, Bob.
Whoa. Oh, man, he slipped. You can see a big mark on the mound.
72, Bob. Here we go.
Yeah, that not
Not
easy
for
to
the
get.
gun.
Not easy to get a lot of velo whenever you slip off the mound like that.
Thank God there's net. We would have had some. What is the word? Viewers. There it is.
Yeah.
Viewers get hurt there.
This is Nathan Ruzich pitching. He's a sophomore from Lincoln Way East High School in Frankfort, Illinois, and I believe he is related to the head coach, who also has the same last name, if I'm not mistaken.
Not going to say anything there. Really good hair, too, just like Aiden Piercy.
Yeah. Not the same color, but similar style.
Nothing wrong with that, Bob.
Should have nobody on and 2 out for Chris Chavez. The head coach is Steve Ruzich, who I believe we've seen interacting multiple times with the home plate umpire. Also have assistants Lee Fisher, Marty Joyce, Kyle Hallberg, and Phil Koczynski.
Phil, look at that.
Coach Steve Ruzich is also the athletic director at South Suburban. So here's Chavez. Nobody on and 2 out. And there's a strike.
Coming in at 83. Look, just a little firm there.
0-1 to Chavez. And Chavez swings and misses.
Great breaking ball. 74, going down 9 miles an hour. That might be his bread and butter.
No balls and 2 strikes to Chavez. And Chavez fouls it off.
Just getting a piece of the staying alive. Staying alive. Staying alive. Swing and a miss. I got there first. Off another breaking ball coming in at 74. Striking out the first batter he sees. 4 pitches. Really quality at bat for the pitcher. Dolphins still lead 6-2 going into the top of 6. Now some defensive changes and lineup changes for the Dolphins. Coming in at shortstop to replace Tanner Merrick, Marco Villanueva, and replacing Cade Baker at third, number 37, Caden Miller.
Top of the 6th inning here at Phillips Field. We will see Holmes lead it off for the Bulldogs. It'll be Holmes, Santana, and Fitzpatrick, 5, 6, and 7. South Suburban trailing by 4 runs at 6-2 in favor of the Dolphins. So Constantinos Demetrio is out there for his 3rd inning of work.
I mean, really just rolling through this game. No runs allowed.
Holmes fouls one back. Demetrio, no hits, no runs, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. 27 pitches, 16 strikes.
Got to knock on wood there.
2 innings. Wind really whipping out there. The 0-1. And that misses up and away. 89 on that one.
Stop copying me, man. I swear.
Ball and a strike. And a foul ball back to the net.
Fajardo with the catch off the foul ball.
Holmes has walked twice and scored a run.
I might say a number of people here for South Suburban.
They travel well. They have in years past as well. The 1-2. Ooh, breaking ball. Could tell that one came out of the hand wrong. He's had a couple of pitches that you could tell just didn't quite come out right as they spiked in front of the plate or was way outside like that one.
Sometimes you don't get a good grip on it.
And another ball there. Count is full.
Worked the count back to favorable hitters count. Looking to get on with no outs and to start this inning off rolling for South Suburban. But will the Dolphins come in and slam that door? We will see in this next pitch.
And a strikeout looking. Holmes almost had his 3rd walk of the ball game.
Fired up on the mound, Dino. You know, first appearance of the year, really putting on a clinic, I might say.
A lot of pitchers getting their first appearance of the year today. At least 3 that we know of. That's a ball low. The starter for South Suburban was Santa Guida, and he is one of their main guys, top of the team in innings pitched. But Ruzic, who came in to relieve him, was making his first appearance. Both Constantinos Demetrio and Gabriel Rodriguez made their first appearance. This is a swing and a miss.
Now, there is some action in the Alvin bullpen.
Will likely be the last inning. It looks like they kind of want to do a 3-3-3 thing with the way things are going. 3 innings from Rodriguez, 3 from Constantinos Demetrio, and we'll see who might be next, as this is a foul ball off of Santana.
From my guess is Francisco Lejia in the bullpen there.
Santana with a 1-2 count. Santana is 1 for 2 at the plate with a run. His hit was a double. He's got one of the 2 hits for South Suburban.
Wow.
Dolphins have 7 hits. South Suburban got both runs in the 2nd inning. Alvin got 5 in the 1st and 1 in the 3rd. The 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Tag applied by Piercy, and Santana strikes out. Back-to-back Ks for Constantinos Demetrio. Struck out 3 so far through, or no, not 3, I apologize. Struck out 4 through 8 outs. Here is Fitzpatrick, the 7th hitter. Fitzpatrick is 0 for 2 with a strikeout himself. And a swing and a miss.
Hey, Dino's look like he's bought some property on that mound. Looks like he's owning that thing.
No balls and a strike here to Fitzpatrick with nobody on and 2 out. Here in the top of the 6th, that misses outside. A lot of wind noise. Sorry, not a whole lot we can do about that.
Now, if I controlled the weather, it'd be summer all year round. Not Texas summer.
That misses way outside. I would settle for like 75 every day, low wind.
I'm thinking 75 with a little sun, maybe a mist here and there.
A mist here and there, okay.
Yeah, because hear me out. If the sun's out, you're gonna feel a little hot there, and a little mist here and there. Like, oh well, it looks like they stopped my conversation, and wanting the ball back. The umpire.
Guess he licked his fingers.
Which I mean, unless he has spider tack in his veins, I don't think it's gonna do anything to the ball.
Now Constantinos Demetrio was giving a demonstration to the home plate umpire.
So when the home plate umpire goes to his Sunday league, he knows how to pitch.
That is fouled out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Fitzpatrick.
And it's calling for more balls. As I was saying, every 2 hours, a little mist, cool you off a little bit.
Every 2 hours.
Think about it. You're there, you're sweating, and you just get a cool little mist, and you just, feels so good right now.
2-2 breaking ball is way high. The count is full.
Started off 0-2. Looks like the umpire might have messed up Dino's rhythm here. Falling back 3-2 in the count with 2 outs.
Payoff pitch to Fitzpatrick, and it's a foul ball out of play.
Now, I might say that Alvin needs to invest in some higher nets, I might say, because I feel like we hit a lot of foul balls in this ballpark.
There was a high school field. I'm trying to remember. I think it was Grand Oaks that I went to last year, and the net was so high, I don't think a single ball left the facility.
Well, that's just paying yourself back in that investment. Short, Villanueva picks it up, throws it over pretty clean for out number 3. Dino with no hits, right? 3 innings?
Yep.
All
really
right,
good
bud.
job for Constantinos Demetrio. 3 complete innings, 4 strikeouts, no runs. And we'll likely possibly see a new pitcher in the top of the 7th. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning with the Dolphins leading 6-2.
Real training for real people. That's Alvin Community College. Hands-on programs preparing you for high-value careers so you can unlock opportunities and write your own story. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Just the skills you require for the job that requires you. Start your journey at alvincollege.edu and step into your future today with ACC.
Bottom of the 6th inning, here's Lane Escamilla to face off against Nathan Ruzic. Ruzic got the last out of the 5th inning. Strikeout of Chavez. So Escamilla, Piercy, and Smith will bat here.
That's going to be a big power guy looking to really knock something in the outfield.
It'd be tough to hit one out today with that wind blowing in from left.
Look, hear me out. I play slow pitch softball. If he swings like slow pitch softball, I might just go line over the fence.
Yeah. Might be tough to do, but we'll see what happens.
Hey, you never know. I've seen crazier things happen on the baseball diamond.
2-0. Yesterday I thought was going to be a launch pad. We had 2 home runs in the 1st inning, a home run in the 2nd inning, And then no home runs in the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th innings. And then finally in the 8th inning, we got a somewhat walk-off home run with the run rule being triggered. There's a strike to Escamilla. It's 3-1 the count now.
Escamilla was taking all the way there. Just put the bat on his shoulder. Trying to find something to hit. He doesn't want to walk again, but his numbers will go exponentially because he has the... Oh, driven to left, over the head, off the wall.
Escamilla turning around, first headed for second, and a bobble by the shortstop, and Escamilla goes back to first. A well-hit ball, 102 off the bat.
What a beauty, bud. I think it was hit harder than some of these bulls on the Houston rodeo hitting some of these cowboys off.
You've been to the rodeo too much.
Hey. Nothing wrong with seeing John Party. Put on a great show last night, I might say.
Aiden Piercy up with the runner at first and nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. Escamilla really did hit that one. Probably leaves the yard without the wind blowing straight in from left as it bounced off the wall. 102 off the bat. It was well struck.
Like I said, just get a little bit down, you know. Right on top of it, then it's going to scorch out of here. You know, I might not be a great baseball player. I'm a good softball player.
1-0 count to Piercy. And that is just high.
In the first batter you faced with a strikeout, now has to deal with a runner at first. What could have been a double.
Piercy's seen it well today. 2 for 2 with 3 RBIs. He has a double and a single.
Looking to add on to that.
And this is popped out of play.
Right behind us. Our 6 o'clock. Sorry for the awkward silence there, people.
2-1. And Piercy hits one high in the air. Ragsdale, the center fielder, trying to get a read on it. He does.
Ragsdale really just came into his ballpark saying no fly zone, has really had that the whole game with either getting fly balls or throwing people out.
He's done a good job out there. Here's Bryce Smith, the 9th hitter for the Dolphins. Former Santa Fe Indian. Smith is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Ooh, that one bounces, and Escamilla will make it up to second.
An automatic go by any runner when a pass ball goes by. Now working with a runner at second, Dolphins look to add on to his lead. And my run rule, could we see a 2 straight days run rule?
I would be interested to see if South Suburban and Alvin have talked about it and want to play the full 9 innings, as this game doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things now that we're in the conference portion of the season. Could be a situation where both teams just want to get some extra work in, or it could be a situation where you get the run rule and you head out of here. They got another game tomorrow. We got another game tomorrow. The 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Bryce Smith strikes out. And that'll bring us back to the top of the order. South Suburban is playing against a post-grad tomorrow. Obviously, the Dolphins, a little bit tougher competition going up against San Jack in a doubleheader. San Jack had a ton of base runners yesterday and could not capitalize. And just one hit from Macabre Moyer, Jamie Moyer's son. And this is popped up and out of play. But they had a bunch of base runners. They had 10 players draw a walk. Not 10 different players, but 10 walks drawn. And they had 3 hit by pitches plus an error. So that's 14 base runners at least, and only 2 were able to score with the 1 hit by Moyer.
Now, Jamie Moore, he threw 99 kilometers per hour, right?
Yeah, that's what the commercial says on the French radar gun.
Ooh la la.
Yeah. One of the funniest commercials Ball and a strike here to Hernandez with Escamilla at 2nd and 2 out. That's high.
Now Aaron Judge holding a strike, right?
Yeah. It's definitely interesting part about baseball. Much different strike zone for some of these guys. If I think Kaiser or Wade were batting, it'd be a strike.
Now not Cade.
There's a ball high.
Wade was a two-way guy coming
He
in
was.
here. Yeah.
Interesting.
When he went into UTSA, he was a two-way. Dropped down to here, and now he's committed to Pitt as a PO.
Wade went to Elkins. Played with Braylon Payne, who just got drafted by, I believe, the Brewers. And Hernandez draws a walk.
Great bat flip.
Here is Marco Villanueva hitting in the 2nd spot for Tanner Merrick. Two on and 2 out. Escamilla at 2nd and Hernandez at 1st now.
Marco, switch hitter. Great weapon for any manager, really.
Middle infielder. Takes a strike here.
Speedy guy, as I might say, too. The powder blue gloves. Seen a lot of players wear those recently.
Well hit past the diving first baseman. They'll send Escamilla from 2nd. The throw in is not going to be in time. Hernandez moves up to 3rd, and it's an RBI single for Marco Villanueva. Score is 7-2 here in the bottom of the 6th, and that'll bring us to Caden Miller.
You can't just have that in the outfield. I'm sure the coaches have worked with him fielding balls cleanly, because if you would have fielded that cleanly, came up shooting, that run would not have scored. But great break. Not even a break for Alvin. They have been up all day. But great awareness by the third base coach to send him all the way.
Coach Ellis over at 3rd, Coach Sturgis at 1st, and here's Caden Miller, his first at bat. And this is a ball high. Miller, really good numbers on the season. Miller hitting .380. He's got a .484 on base and a .660 slugging, the highest slugging percentage on the team. Hit his 3rd home run yesterday.
And his dad is the catching coordinator for the Reds, I believe.
Former MLB catcher Corky Miller spent 11 years in the big leagues.
And he knows a lot of these guys personally, because Miller did grow up in Chicago area, right?
I believe he is from Illinois.
I know he was conversating with one of the players before game.
They may be acquainted. 2-1 counts of Miller with runner at 3rd and 1st. It's Hernandez at 3rd and Villanueva at 1st. They throw to 1st, and Hernandez keeping them on their toes. Tag was not even applied by Martinez, as his attention was focused on Hernandez, possibly darting home. One thing I've noticed about Miller is he has proven to be a pretty good breaking ball hitter. At least the last 2 home runs I've seen for him have come on first pitch breaking balls. Just jumped on them.
His eyes just light up when they come through, really.
2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 on and 2 out here in the bottom of the 6th. The run is already scored.
With spring break coming up, I wouldn't mistake him playing beach volleyball and thinking that's a curveball coming down the middle.
If it was one of the really big inflatable beach balls. That's how they look sometimes when they start him with a curveball. Throw back to 1st again.
Man, they're really concerned about Villanueva at first base, but need to really have in the back of the mind that Damon Hernandez is at 3rd base, and he can go at any time he wants.
Goes this time. This breaking ball clips the inside edge. Looked a bit inside, and Miller will strike out. That'll end the threat in the bottom of the 6th. The Dolphins lead 7-2, headed to the top of the 7th inning.
Thinking about college? Discover a world of opportunities with high-demand programs, expert faculty, and a diverse campus community. Whether you're just getting started or continuing your educational journey, ACC has the support and resources that you need to go from classroom to career. So, ready to shape your future? Achieve your ambitions with Alvin Community College. Your college experience awaits.
Now pitching for the Alvin Dolphins, Francisco Lejia from Nueva León, Mexico, Clearbrook High School product. And now the umpire's calling time for some odd reason. Looking at South Suburban's dugout, really just pointing down there for some apparent reason.
He's waiting for a third base coach.
Oh, and there you go. Really by the book umpire here.
You might be right. Here's Lejia. And the first pitch to Fitzpatrick. Or no, not Fitzpatrick. This is Sisto. Sisto is one spot behind Fitzpatrick. Is a strike 0-1.
Coming in at 86. Another strike coming in at 87.
No balls and 2 strikes to Sisto. He's 0 for 1 with a walk.
Francisco, a redshirt freshman.
Lejia making his first appearance this season. 3 innings from Gabriel Rodriguez, 3 innings from Constantinos Demetrio, and here's a foul ball.
On our 6.
One, 2. Misses up and away.
2-2 count.
Looked like a changeup there.
Broke a little too much, right?
Two from Lejia, and a swing and a miss. Looked like it went back to that changeup.
This time got his spot for strike 3. First batter, first strikeout.
Lejia now face off against Ragsdale. Ragsdale's 0 for 2.
Sorry about that.
That one bounces up there. Ragsdale hitting .233 this year. He's 0 for 2 in this one. He's done a good job patrolling center field, looking to do something here with the bat. And he takes the strike. It's that changeup again.
He just floated in there for a strike.
Kind of locks your knees, and then eventually makes it up there. Seems like it takes an eternity.
Makes you second guess if I should swing at it or not. Now, personally, I would have swung at it. Probably miss.
2 balls and a strike here to Ragsdale with nobody on and 1 out in the top of the 7th. And a dribbler here. Lahia can't get it. It's going to be a tough play. They toss to Lahia at the bag, and they call it an out.
Look at that play.
Ragsdale was not happy. He had about a 30-inch vertical in his frustration with the call.
Get him on an NBA team, really. He just jumped right up there. But the PFP by Lahia misses the grounder, but still goes and gets his job done to cover first base, while Bryce Smith just underhands it straight to him for the out number 2.
Worked out for the Dolphins, and there's nobody on and 2 out here. Leadoff hitter up for the Bulldogs. This is Rosé. He's 1 for 3. And a ground ball up the middle. We'll see. Nope. In the center field, it was a opportunity for Villanueva.
Just mishandled it a little bit there. First time Villanueva at shortstop this year. Might just be trying to get the feel of it.
It was a tough play. Even if he would have fielded it cleanly, it would have been tough, especially with Rosé running. Here is Martinez. Martinez 0 for 2 with the walk.
As early in the game, Rosé was at first, and Rodriguez was just keep picking him off. Look at him now. He's getting a really decent lead. Good secondary.
Gabo was awfully concerned with Rosé.
1-0 the count now.
And a chopper here. It's going to go to Miller. Miller goes to second, and they get the out at second. Hernandez stays on the bag. Miller makes the play over at third. And that'll do it for the top of the 7th. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. The Dolphins leading 7-2. Bottom of the 7th about to get underway here at Phillips Field. Dolphins leading 7-2. New pitcher for South Suburban is Christopher Ham. Ham is from Homewood Flossmoor High School in Flossmoor, Illinois. Right-handed pitching freshman.
Where's John Ham at?
Christopher Ham, just 1 inning, 4 hits and 4 runs.
At the bat now, 19, Keaton Hawk.
Sorry, 2 hits and 4 runs, 2 walks. He has a 36 ERA. That's what happens when you only pitch 1 inning.
Nothing wrong with that.
The 1-0. and fouled back.
I
by
might say
Hawk.
funky delivery here.
It's got sort of like a hitch in the delivery.
Kind of like the Garcia Rockabye Baby. People might remember Luis Garcia.
Ooh, Hawk hit by a pitch. He'll make his way to first.
Probably not crashing out right there. Really wanted to get a hit here. Been really wanting to drive a ball here ever since the Angelina series when he hit that home run.
I'd rather get hit by 75 than 90, so.
This is very true. This is very true.
Here's Hayden Carpenter. Carpenter 0 for 2 with a walk and a run. And that misses outside. 83 on the pitch from Christopher Ham, who can barely keep his hat on with how windy it is. See the pants, the jersey, everything.
Now, it could go visor like some softball players there.
I don't know if you're allowed to wear a visor. That brushes Carpenter
83.
back.
83.
Couple of 83-mile-an-hour pitches back-to-back for Ham.
Now, from here, it might not look like anything special, but with that funky delivery, it really messes up your timing.
2-0. And there's a ball outside.
3-0 the count. Perfect way to start an at-bat for Hayden Carpenter. Is it 3-0 or 2-0? It is 3-0, so someone on scoreboard is not paying attention. Sorry there, folks, for that. We apologize.
And a ball, so a 4-pitch walk to Carpenter.
40.
That one was pretty close.
Esa man.
On the TrackMan, it was just off the zone. And Chavez will have 2 on and nobody out here.
Still a 7-2 game. No down. Alvin with 9 hits. And South Suburban with only 2 hits with their 2 runs.
That one's up and in.
Looks like every batter has got an inside pitch from Ham. Ham checks the runner, as you do as a pitcher, to make sure he's not getting anywhere.
That is a strike to Chavez.
1-1 count. Chavez didn't like that. Give a little hitch in his head. Not as big as of a hitch as Ham's pitching motion.
Ball and a strike here. Hawk at second, Carpenter at first. The 1-1. That is spiked. It's going to go behind Chavez.
Both runners move up. Better spot for Chavez here. Now just needs to get something deep and in the air. Maybe not the center field, as the center fielder, Sisto, has had a great arm throwing out a runner at third early in the game.
Now Hawk at third and Carpenter at second. Infield comes in.
Looking for the quick play if there's a grounder to them at home.
3-1 the count to Chavez.
Now they might stay in if Chavez gets on and no runners come across for Lane Escamilla to try to get the force out at home for an easy double play to keep the score where it is.
And Chavez ropes one past the first baseman, Martinez, into right field. And the throw coming in is cut off by Martinez. And an RBI single for Chavez makes the score 8-2. Carpenter's at third, Chavez at first. Hawk scores a run.
Oh, my apologies. Sisto is in right. Threw that on the line to the cutoff. Carpenter was not able to get there, even if he did go.
Here's Escamilla. He's 2 for 2 with a walk and a run. A good day for Escamilla. Escamilla, the DH in that 7th spot.
The mint green gloves.
I like it.
You like it?
Pistachio or something.
As long as you like it.
Ooh, Escamilla
Another
hit by a pitch.
Jinx again.
Second batter that Ham has hit already.
Look The umpire is going to investigate here, see if something's intentional here maybe. Doubt it, but just looks like no control here from the pitcher in his early outing right now.
Here's Piercy. Piercy's got 3 RBIs, and if we are going off of the run rule, if Piercy drives in 2 more, then the game would end, but I'm not sure if they're going to honor that or not.
The infield comes in to talk to the pitcher, Ham, to make sure everything's okay. Do you think they're going to stay infield in?
They probably will. Now the home
over
plate
under,
umpire.
what do you think?
Probably. They'll stay close, not deep, that's for sure. Is there a righty warming for South Suburban?
Yes, there is.
I think a 2-run single from Piercy would end the game. At least will trigger the run rule like we had yesterday. The corner infielders are in. The middle infielders are about medium, and that's high.
Looking for that double play.
Bases loaded and nobody out. It's Carpenter at third, Chavez at second, and Escamilla at first for Aiden Piercy, who's 2 for 3 with a double, a single, and 3 RBIs.
Ride the hot hand.
And watches a strike at 82.
There's nothing wrong with that take there, Evan. As this pitcher has shown that he is struggling with a zone, Piercy, a good hitter, going to take that to try to find a mistake to drive one.
And Piercy swings right through that one at 83 miles an hour. A lot of the pitchers in this conference, 89, 90. And so when you see a pitcher who's 82, 83, could definitely be a little tricky. And Piercy strikes out.
Ham coming back from the really rough start, coming back with a mean 4-pitch strikeout here. Maybe the momentum is turning for South Suburban.
Here's Bryce Smith. He's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts, and a ground ball double play would be worst case scenario for the Dolphins. Base loaded, nobody out has got to be a run. And that's high.
It's been high all game, Ham coming in.
Strikeout and ground ball double play could get him out of the jam, though. Dolphins lead 8-2 here in the bottom of the 7th. That misses up and away. Ham has thrown 19 pitches, just 6 strikes. 30%.
I mean, think about it. That's 2 strikeouts.
It is. It's 1 for sure. And there's a strike. 84 that time. That might be as high.
Still a hitter's count now. But Ham trying to work this back into a 2-3 count, which will result in the strikeout. Try to get the second out.
2-1. And there is a strike. Smith has a 2-2 count here.
Now, my guess, Smith just wants to get on base any means necessary, maybe, to drive a easy RBI, as he's thinking this pitcher is struggling with command, but still needs to get the bat off his shoulder and maybe drive a few more to get this game over with.
And a swing and a miss.
Back-to-back strikeouts from Ham, just looking like that talk really got to him. They probably said, hey, there's a Whataburger down the road. You get 3 strikeouts, we'll get you 3 patty melts, which is my favorite.
Think he can eat 3 patty melts?
I know I can. Not one sitting. Maybe one sitting. Okay, I lied. I'll eat 4. All right. Now at the bat, Damon Hernandez.
Hernandez, the leadoff hitter. And a strike to start off. Hernandez, 85, so that's his high in this outing. Hernandez.
Someone had smelling salts in their pocket.
Hernandez 0 for 2 with 2 walks and a run scored. Carpenter still at third.
It's been there for the last 2 batters, waiting to get home.
That's high. Chavez still at second, and Escamilla still at first. Dolphins had bases loaded with nobody out. back-to-back strikeouts for Ham. Piercy and Smith going down via the K.
You mean via?
The 0-1. And outside, that's actually 2-1. Yeah, 2-1. Scoreboard operator was
Not locked in.
sleeping on the job.
Probably had a pillow too. Now I want to point out Damon Hernandez has a sliding mitt in his back pocket as he takes one high for 3-1 the count. Now a lot of players have went to that sliding mitt to protect their hands. What do you think about that? I think it's just another thing to wear, honestly.
I mean, if it protects your fingers and keeps you from getting injured and you like it, then use it. That's my opinion. 3-1 to Hernandez and a ball. So an RBI walk for Hernandez. Drives in Carpenter. Chavez moves to third. Escamilla to second. And here is Marco Villanueva. Villanueva had an RBI single in his first at-bat since coming in as a pinch hitter for Tanner Merrick.
Now he wants to replicate that so we can get this game over with. If they're going by the run rule, we will see after we hit that mark.
I want to see the run rule just to see if we're going to utilize it or not. If it doesn't happen, I will never know, and that I don't like not knowing. You know what I'm saying?
I've been saying that for years.
A 1 count to Villanueva. And a foul ball right at Coach Sturgis.
Good barrel there, just a little early. Now, if we could just straighten this out, get it on the field, and not to a fielder, that would be a great stat pat for Villanueva.
0-2 to Marco Villanueva, and that is high. Villanueva entered play with a 140 average, a 191 on base. The RBI single moves him up to 7 hits and 6 RBIs.
Transfer here from Navarro from last year.
1-2. And a swing and a miss. Or no, he did not swing.
Or he did.
Home plate umpire saying he swung. The field umpire saying he did not. So Ham actually gets 3 strikeouts after being in a bases loaded with no outs situation. Just 1 run scores. It's 9-2 headed to the top of the 8th.
Real training for real people. That's Alvin Community College. Hands-on programs preparing you for high-value careers so you can unlock opportunities and write your own story. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Just the skills you require for the job that requires you. Start your journey at alvincollege.edu and step into your future today with ACC.
Top of the 8th inning. Francisco Lejia out there for a second inning of work. He's going to be greeted by Nathaniel McNamara. McNamara, Sinkpeel, and Holmes, 3, 4, and 5 for the Bulldogs here in the top of the 8th. And there's a strike, 84 from Lejia.
He's going to keep pumping here. Great inning coming out.
His first inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout, 13 pitches, 8 strikes. And that's a strike as well. McNamara can't believe it.
He tried a flop in NBA terms to try to get that ball. but now it's down 0-2 in the count with Lahia rolling through with the pitch here.
Breaking ball is hit right back at Lahia. Lahia throws it way too high and overthrows Smith. And now McNamara is going to stop at second as the ball went out of play on a little dribbler back to Lahia.
Looks like the gears weren't turning there on that throw. Just kind of floated it in there, but just mistaken how far Smith was from him.
It's currently 9-2 here in the top of the eighth with a runner at second and nobody out now. Had McNamara in an 0-2 count, got what he wanted with a weak ground ball right back at him.
Peanut butter, no jelly, Evan.
Now we're getting another ball. So here's Sinkpeel. Sinkpeel's 0 for 3. Sinkpeel with crazy numbers, as we mentioned, entering play. Batting average over 500, OPS over 1,400.
Really needs to get something here. Runner at second.
Ball low and away, 1-0 the count. And a foul ball. Game started with Gabriel Rodriguez pitching. He went 3 innings, 2 hits, 2 unearned runs. Walked 3 and struck out 0 through 48 pitches, 31 strikes. And then we saw Constantinos Demetrio go 3 innings, no hits, no runs, a walk, and 4 strikeouts. Now an inning plus from Lahia. Count is 2-1 here to Sinkpeel. McNamara is at second after the error from Lahia.
South Suburban needs to capitalize here. One of the many breaks they've had throughout this game, just haven't capitalized. Maybe it is the start of something, late 3 innings comeback.
Good count here for Sinkpeel to try to do damage.
Now, they do have a big task at hand. Coming down 7 runs, they need to gain that.
And a foul ball. Count is full to Sinkpeel. Payoff pitch from Lahia. And they'll appeal and ask if he went. They'll say he did not, so it's a walk. An error by Lahia and a walk of Sinkpeel will bring us to William Hill.
Looks like Alvin's got some insurance in the bullpen warming up. Looks like Cade Jeffers, the righty redshirt freshman.
This is William Hill batting in the spot of Holmes. Holmes had walked twice and struck out, and the breaking ball misses inside. Hill is from Gwendolyn Brooks College Prep in Chicago, Illinois, a freshman outfielder.
Got some height on him, Evan.
He's pretty tall.
I wish I got that height.
Hill has 19 at-bats on the season with 6.
Looks like they're going to get a pitch runner at second base.
It looks like we'll see Rudy Perez, the pinch runner
for
McNamara.
Jinx again.
McNamara is the designated hitter.
So it will not hurt them defensively.
2-0 count to Hill. Hill is batting .263, .391 on base. Lahia steps off and throws. Statistically, an issue for Hill. Decent numbers across the board, but a glaring issue. 11 strikeouts in 19 at-bats. He is a team leader in strikeouts, despite being roughly 15th on the team in at-bats, as it looked like a foul ball might have caught Piercy there.
Now that's always going to be an issue on someone's team. It looks like a great athlete, good, decent numbers here, but some people are just going to have high strikeouts. But they got to complement that with high power. That's probably what they're seeing.
Hill does have a double in his 5 hits and has driven in 5 runs. South Suburban as a team does not steal a lot of bases. And here's a ground ball foul. ACC is about 35 stolen bases on the year. San Jac, who we played yesterday, was up around 50. For South Suburban, they have just 8 stolen bases as a team.
Looks like they don't take any chances there.
2-2 to Hill, and that misses high.
3-2 count, no outs. Good spot here for South Suburban. Just need to get something rolling here. Maybe this is the start of something. Bases loaded here would be a really big compliment.
A strikeout looking. Hill goes down.
But that pitch right there was an insult for out number 1 strikeout.
That'll bring us to Santana with 2 on and 1 out here in the top of the 8th. Dolphins leading 9-2.
Now, the old rule in baseball is whoever has the most errors usually loses the game, but not today. The Alvin Dolphins is up by 7 with 4 errors on the field.
Yeah, the game changer has 5 and the scoreboard has 4, so it's either 4 or 5 probably. I know for sure we had the error from Bryce Smith at first, the error from Lahia.
The one from Villanueva at shortstop. Almost another one there, but Damon got up there.
I don't know if I want to give him an error for that ball at shortstop because that was a ball deep in the hole. It would have been, I don't know if he would have been able to get the out even if he did field it cleanly. So that might be the discrepancy.
I think it might have been just off his glove, so that's what they gave him.
Foul ball there. Goes between the wickets of Piercy, and it's an 0-2 count.
But then again, what do I know?
Yeah, they'll probably review it later and decide either one way or another if they want to call it an error or a hit.
But I know for sure our third baseman for the Dolphins, both Miller and Baker, have had clean picks over there. Looks like that position hasn't got an error so far.
And a swing and a miss. Lahia strikes out Santana.
Great bounce back from the first 2 batters getting on.
Lahia with the strikeout. Back-to-back batters, and here's Fitzpatrick. 2 on and 2 out. Had the error that allowed Perez up to second. Well, obviously it was McNamara, but then Perez pinch runner for him. This is in the dirt.
Great block there by Piercy.
Able to keep it in front.
Piercy really jack of all trades and position-wise. Really just goes up that third base line, starting from catcher, can also play third base and also play left field, as we've seen in the spring and the fall from the Dolphins.
The 1-0. And here's a ground ball. It's going to be a tough play for Hernandez. Throws to Smith. Smith on the bag.
Great play and great reaction from Lahia, going 2 innings, scoreless, and a great play by Damon Hernandez over there. Really, the Alvin defense really had their pitchers' backs almost all game, except for the 4 errors, of course. But I really kept it to a minimum scores, and the score is now 2-9. Dolphins still up, going into the bottom of the 8th.
Thinking about college? Discover a world of opportunities with high-demand programs, expert faculty, and a diverse campus community. Whether you're just getting started or continuing your educational journey, ACC has the support and resources that you need to go from classroom to career. So, ready to shape your future? Achieve your ambitions with Alvin Community College. Your college experience awaits.
now we're back, and I'm just by myself now, so I have free range. But now pitching for South Suburban is Alex Cuevas. And up to bat right now is Caden Miller. Unfortunately, I'm not the one that has the stat sheet, so I have to wait on my partner with that. Cuevas with a quick strike one coming in at 79 miles an hour. Sidearm release usually messes up a couple batters here. The kick inside for strike two. Coming at 68. Great breaking ball and fastball difference. Going up 0-2 in the count already. And driven out to left field. High in the air. The wind caught it and put away by the center fielder, Ragsdale. Out number one, Caden Miller pops out. Now to bat, Keaton Hawk, number 19, playing right field today. Has Yeet as his walk-up song. Ball taken outside. Two. 9 the score. Alvin up with a swing and a miss here from Keaton Hawk. 1-1 the count with one out. Bottom of the eighth. Last time for Alvin to bat for this game. And swung on, hit to the second baseman, Fitzpatrick, and puts it away for out number two. Now coming to bat, Hayden Carpenter, number 27. Cody Jinks' walk-up song, I believe. And I'm right. Man, I'm good at this song guessing game. Ball in the dirt and outside for South Suburban, down 1-0 in the count. Now it looks like we may have a lineup change here soon if it goes up, but Hayden Carpenter swings 1-1 count. Looks like we have our pit commit, Adam Wade, in the hole right now. He would be batting for Lane Escamilla, the DH. Ball taken, 2-1 the count. 2 outs. As this might be the only time we see Mr. Wade hit. Looks like the boys might want to get on for him. Driven out to left field. High, and looks like he's going to be wrangled in by the left fielder, Holmes. Carpenter out for out number 3. And going into the top of the 9th inning, Alvin up 9-2 with 10 hits and 4 errors. Now coming into pitch is Cade Jeffers. We'll have more on him after these messages.
Real training for real people. That's Alvin Community College. Hands-on programs preparing you for high-value careers so you can unlock opportunities and write your own story. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Just the skills you require for the job that requires you. Start your journey at alvincollege.edu and step into your future today with ACC.
Now we are back with, on the mound, we have Cade Jeffers, the right-hander that I might say is a little funky of a delivery out of the Woodlands, Texas, with only 1 inning pitch. No runs, no hits, no strikeouts. Coming up to bat is number 23, Sisto, then Ragsdale, and then back to the top of the lineup with Rizei. Now we're waiting on a third base coach from South Suburban. The third base coach has really just been going back and forth with this umpire. Really disagreement. Thank God that they only get to see each other once a year, if that. Jeffers with the set and the delivery here. Strike taken for strike one. Coming in at 79 miles an hour from a side armor is really good, I might say. Ball on the inside corner. Strike on the outside corner. Jeffers with the lead in the count. 1-2. No down. And here's the delivery. Inside, almost hit Sisto for him to get on base. And foul right behind. Would have hit a lot of people in the stands there. Still 2-2 the count. And fouled off. It looked like it had a really great break there. Horizontal break of negative 11.44 and vertical 6.7. Good from a side armor. The squat, the kick, and the pitch, and taking strike 3 on the corner. Looking effortless out there, Cade Jeffers, with the sidearm release. Now, coming up the bat, number 6, Ragsdale, the center fielder. 1 down in the ball game. Only need 2 more to end this game, and the Alvin Dolphins will have a 5-game winning streak. And I'm sorry for my partner is just really feeling under the weather right now. So I am doing this solo dolo. Now my executive producer is really on me right now. Playing some game, I might say. Looks like Pokemon Go. I don't know why that came back. Ball on the inside, 1-1 count, 1 out. I never played it. I might not be cool like that, you know. One on the count from Jeffers. And foul ball straight to the Alvin dugout. 1-2 the count for Jeffers for his second appearance of the year. Already has 1 strikeout to add to his stat sheet. Looking for 2 right here with an 0-2 count. Or 1-2 count, I'm sorry. The scoreboard operator just fixed that. And grounder, fair ball. Bryce Smith takes it himself for out number 2. 1 more down, and the 5-game winning streak will be on for the Alvin Dolphins heading into tomorrow's doubleheader against San Jack. Coming up to bat, the leadoff hitter, number 11, Rizai, Now, for his family that's either here or listening at home, I apologize for both me and my partner's pronunciation of your last name. I should have done more research. The pitch, taken outside for ball 1. Jeffrey hurries back to the mound. The wind's really blowing right now. Maybe if he gets a good breaking ball to catch the wind, it might look a little bit better. Ball in the inside corner, 2-0 the count. Rizai just needs to find a way to get 7 runs with 1 out. Now, is it possible? Well, people say I wouldn't be 6 foot, and I'm 5'5". So, I'll let you figure that out on your own. Strike called. 2-1 count for Jeffers. Rizai waiting to get a strike there. Gets it. And we'll see if he does any damage here. Hello, half swing. Jeffers picks it up. PFP, and he is gone. Alvin takes this game 9-2, scoring 5 off rip, and scores 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 6th, and 2 in the 7th. Jeffers with the save, if it is a save opportunity. I doubt it is. Gabby with the win. And the Dolphins continue their win streak of 5 games, 4 in conference. And I would like to say thank you for listening in from Phil Rivera II and Evan Geiger. I will see you on the flip side.